Berkshire Hathaway is one of the most coveted stocks and one of the biggest companies in the world. The conglomerate has made a name for itself, thanks to the prowess of Warren Buffett, who acquired the company in the mid-1960s. The billionaire investor has spent his time as the head of Berkshire, turning it into a holding company by buying up troubled businesses and turning them around. With familiar brand names like Geico, Duracell, and Fruit of the Loom under its belt, the Omaha, Nebraska company has a market capitalization that exceeds $640 billion, with its Class A stock trading well above $400,000 per share. Berkshire Hathaway's business segments. Berkshire provides a breakdown of 6 major business segments for revenue and earnings before taxes. Total revenue and earnings before taxes for these segments in 2020 was $245.4 billion and $26.9 billion, which does not include gains and losses from Berkshire's portfolio of investments and derivatives. 1. Insurance. Geico, automobile insurance company owned by Berkshire. Also, the business segment owns property and casualty policies for commercial accounts. Berkshire Hathaway Insurance segment generated revenue grew 2.5% in 2020 to $69.4 billion as earnings before taxes fell 3.3% to $6.8 billion. It makes 28% of total revenue and about 25% of total profit. 2. BNSF Railway. Berkshire's freight rail transportation business operates one of the largest systems in North America. BNSF Railway ships coal as well as consumer, industrial, and agricultural products. BNSF Railway's revenue fell 11.3% in 2020 to $20.9 billion as earnings before taxes fell 6.3% to $6.8 billion. Rail transport comprised only 9% of Berkshire's total revenue, but it generated over 25% of total earnings before taxes. 3. Berkshire Hathaway Energy. Berkshire Hathaway Energy is a global energy company with subsidiaries that generate, transmit, store, distribute, and supply energy. The segment's revenue rose 4.6% in 2020 to $21.0 billion, while earnings before taxes fell 5.3% to $2.5 billion. Revenue and earnings before taxes each comprised about 9% of the respective totals for each metric. 4. Manufacturing. Berkshire's manufacturing businesses fall into 3 categories: industrial products, building products, and consumer products. Manufacturing revenue fell 5.8% in 2020 to $59.1 billion as earnings before taxes declined 15.9% to $8.0 billion. Manufacturing accounted for 24% of total revenue and for about 30% of total earnings before taxes. 5. McLane Company. McLane is a wholesale distributor that serves businesses including convenience stores, discount retailers, wholesale clubs, pharmacies, and more. It's separated into 3 units: grocery distribution, food service distribution, and beverage distribution. Revenue fell 7.2% in 2020 to $46.8 billion as earnings before taxes declined 12.8% to $251 million. McLane comprises about 19% of total revenue, but only about 1% of earnings before taxes. 6. Service and retailing. The service businesses include grocery and food service distribution, professional aviation training, fractional aircraft ownership, and distribution of electronic components. The retail businesses include automotive and home furnishings. Segment revenue fell 4.4% in 2020 to $28.2 billion, while earnings before taxes rose 2.9% to $2.6 billion. The segment comprised about 11% of total revenue and about 10% of total earnings before taxes. Berkshire Hathaway owns a large portfolio of equity securities and derivatives. Some of the company's top equity holdings include Apple, Bank of America, and Coca-Cola. That portfolio posted a gain before income taxes of $40.7 billion during 2020. After income taxes and non-controlling interests, the portfolio posted a net gain of $31.6 billion. With that, I hope you guys able to understand Berkshire's business model, and hopefully this video was helpful to educated you guys about this business. Thank you for watching until the end.